Defend this, fellas. Like I say, mid-season, we can reevaluate. You can take a little bit of a mulligan here. I had the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. One half of those, I guess, could theoretically still happen. I've revised my picks, though, now, and I say Patriots hosting the Cincinnati Bengals in Foxborough in the AFC. And I'm torn about whether the Packers are going to go to Arizona or vice versa, but I think that will mean everything in that title game of who wins. If it's down there in Arizona, I think Carson Palmer's going to get it done. If it's in Lambeau, I don't give the Redbirds traveling up to frigid Lambeau much of a shot there. But I'm going to put the Packers in there because it's my wish. And that's enough already. Like I said last week, the 70s had Staubach and Bradshaw going head-to-head. We got to see the two best teams of that decade do it. We saw we saw Montana and Marino in the 80s, in the early 80s there. We need to see Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers get this showdown. I feel like we'll have missed something from the era if we don't get to see the two best in a showdown here. Wes, how say you? What do you think the Final Four is?
The way Brady's playing, by the way, we might have a 5-year span where we could see Brady versus Rodgers. Mm-hmm.
It is crazy. I mean, I 3 years ago, I buried that. I said, all right, the dynasty's over. It's enough already, right? I mean, Brady's old. Forget this thing.
Yeah, he's a zombie. You bury him, he keeps coming back. I have the Cardinals in the Super Bowl. I like your Final Four. I'd replace the Bengals with the Broncos because, speaking of skepticism, I'm just always going to be skeptical that the Bengals can win a playoff game because we haven't seen it. They haven't won a playoff game since 1990, 91, I believe, which is the longest span of any franchise in the NFL. This team cannot have nice things. I don't think they'll have nice things again this year.
See, you've been hurt by the Bengals.
It's not what it is. Like you guys, everybody had them beating the Chargers a couple years ago. I knew in the back of my mind, there's no way they're winning that game.
You can look it up. Dameshek was with you on that one. We park our cars in the same garage. I said, you watch. Melvin Ingram and company are going to go into Cincy and depose number 14, and so they did. What if Dalton played Peyton in a playoff game? Somebody has to win.
Someone has to lose.
Handsome, how say you?
I think you could have. I agree with Wes. I think you could have pulled, if this show had existed any time over the last decade, you could have pulled a Manning Brady AFC Championship game prediction out of me, and that would have been pretty much right. So I'm going to go with that. I've got an exciting one for you in the NFC. The Cardinals, I agree with. I think the Seahawks get hot enough and get all the way to the NFC Championship game and then play a divisional NFC Championship game.
Round three. Or maybe we'll get the round three that we always enjoyed over the last 3 years. We only got it one time. Blaine Gabbert's Niners and the Seahawks. How about that one?
That would be fun. That would be a big surprise.